What is going on, guys? It's Grant here, and we are at the beautiful TaylorMade Kingdom, and today we're going to talk about how I hit my driver. We're going to dive into 3 different things: how I set up to my driver, how I hit a fade, and how I hit a draw. We have the brand new Qi35 here. I'm using the LS model, the lower spin one. Gotta tell you, it feels amazing. So we're going to talk about that as well in this video. Let's get right into it. When I am setting up to my driver, there's a couple things that I'm thinking about when I'm on a tee shot here. First up, ball position is the biggest thing for me with a driver, because ball position sets you up for success with your driver. A lot of amateur golfers, a lot of golfers that struggle with their driver, they have it too far back in their stance. And so their angle of attack is super steep and down and across, and that's why you get those pop-ups. And you get those really weak ball flights. The guys like the Rory McIlroys and a lot of the great drivers of the golf ball, their ball position is right inside this left heel. So I'm always trying to make sure ball position is right inside this left heel. And then I have a slight tilt with my shoulders. Because the golf ball is teed up, I'm trying to hit slightly up on it. Let's get over it. I'll hit one here quick. Ball position inside my left heel. Little tilt in the shoulders here. Right shoulder a little bit lower than the left. Trying to hit up on this, launch it high with no spin. It's pretty good there. Also something when I'm over the golf ball here and I'm setting up, once again, ball position inside the heel, little tilt. I like to feel with my driver, because we're hitting up on it, I like to personally feel a really good shift into my right side, because when I'm back here and I'm loaded into this right leg here, I can then jump off this leg and hit up on it. I feel like if I were to make a backswing like this, which I see a lot of golfers do, a reverse pivot, where they were to turn more like this, it's really hard to hit up on the golf ball. I feel like you would have to go back this way to create that angle of attack that is up on the golf ball. So I like to also feel, that's just a personal feel there. Ball position's good. Tilt those shoulders up, and I'm going to feel a good transfer into my right side. Once again, that was really good there. That was a lot better actually than the first one. Now, let's jump over to how to hit a fade and how I've been hitting this fade. I got a lesson from Tiger, and what he talked about when he's trying to get it in play, he whipped out his little tiny tee that he has, and he tees it super low. So a little bit of the opposite of what we were just kind of talking about, how to hit a standard driver shot. Tees it up just about that height, so really low to the ground. And I've actually, right after Tiger told me to hit this shot, I went out to the course and I played one of my best rounds of the year, hitting all fades. Even with my irons, I was trying to hit fades. When I'm hitting a fade, obviously we have the golf ball teed up super low right now. That promotes me staying on top of the golf ball. When I have it teed up high, I actually sometimes go this way. So it helps me stay on top of it. But there's a couple little things I do in my setup. So when I'm over the golf ball, normally, you know, I have that ball position up super far in my stance. I'm trying to hit up on it, but with a fade, I like to actually feel more neutral. So ball position is relatively the same. I aim a little more left with my body. I open up this left foot. Tiger talked about that a little bit. I like to feel this left foot open. And from here, set up pretty neutral like I were to hit an iron shot, because it is teed up very low. Body left, and I'm going to try and swing along my feet. So my feet are aimed more left because I'm hitting a fade, so I'm trying to swing along the path of my feet. And it should get that little left to right ball flight. And there is a low fade. And I love that shot right there because it's still rolling and it just hit the fence in the back. Came out super low, not much spin, and it's gonna roll for a long time. But that shot right there, it's been staying in the fairway for me. And so I need to start implementing this into just about every video that I'm filming, because it's been really good. I'll hit one more here, one more fade. We'll tee this one up a little higher. I can hit a higher fade as well. This is a stock fade without the low tee setup. Same thing, when I'm hitting a fade, I'm gonna aim my body left, stance is left. This left foot opens up just a little, not as much tilt, so more neutral with the shoulders. Swing along the feet this way. And that right there is a high fade. I'll be honest though, I prefer the lower fade. I like to see that ball teed up lower. I can really hit down on it. Just like Tiger was saying, that actually helped me out a lot. So shout out to Tiger for helping me out there. The last point I want to talk about today is how to hit a draw. That's how I hit a fade. There's obviously a lot of different ways that people hit fades, but that is my personal feeling when I'm hitting a fade. How I would hit a draw is a little different. So draw, we're going to kind of do the opposite of what we just talked about. So fade, we like to feel our stance, aiming left, swinging left with our path. For a draw, for me, I like to, if anything, drop this right foot back just a hair. This is going to promote an in to out path. Ball position nice and forward. We're going to have more tilt. We're going to try and hit up on this. This is kind of how Rory would hit his driver. He would set up more like this, ball position forward, and he's going to really try and hit up on the golf ball. See if we can get that draw on this one. Ooh, that was good. I really like that one. That was the perfect draw for me, maybe like a 2-3 yard draw. But I gotta say, I recently just put the Qi35 LS in play, and sometimes when I'm picking out a new driver, the new year comes out, the new model, it takes me a little bit longer to find the model that I like. Right away, when I hit this LS, I loved it. We have a heavier weight here in the back. This makes it a little bit more forgiving. And we obviously have the 2 adjustable weights here as well. Speed pocket, bunch of beautiful carbon fiber. When you look at this thing in the sun, you're just looking down at straight carbon fiber. It's beautiful. That wraps it up today for how I hit a driver, how I set up to a driver, but also how I hit a fade and how I hit a draw. Appreciate you guys watching.